There's no question that digital photos and photography is probably one of the hottest topics when we talk about computers and technology. So today we thought we'd look at a couple of different devices, both the camera and the printer, and maybe how they work together in order to give you fantastic looking digital prints.
Right here we have the Photosmart R937, which is a great slick device. You can see it's really slim, and what's really nice about this is it's got a really wide screen, 3.5 inches off on the back of it there, which is great for scrolling through and seeing your pictures, and actually it has a lot of editing features right on it, which are extremely complementary for the printer.
And what you just showed there, which I think is what we're seeing for the very first time, is a touch screen, the ability to actually touch the back of the screen and actually access your menu. Because you don't usually see that in digital cameras, but the HP has gone and put that into this one, and I found it pretty useful. It
is. It's extremely useful. It's, you know, there's a lot of filtering tools. It's easy to navigate, really quick to understand. A lot of cameras, they've got all these little gadgets at the top and the bottom, and this one, it's just, you know, it's like its own little wizard walking you through every step of the way.
Absolutely. And once you take your digital photo, what you want to do is you want to be able to get it into the printer.
Right.
And most times you have to do that with a computer.
Yes. Yeah, which is a huge pain, because if you don't have your PC or a laptop handy, what are you going to do? So if you're at an event, if you're at your office or out on the go, this printer basically connects directly to the camera.
And it does that not using pic bridge technology, which we usually show you how the camera has a USB cable and it goes into the printer directly, but this one actually connects via these little ports down here, the memory card port. So what you'll do is you'll put in your SD card or your memory stick card or even your compact flash card, and Lindsay, you can pull that one out for me there.
There you go.
And I'll just stick it in. This is the SD card. And once you've taken your photos, simply slide it into the right hole. And what will happen is that the menu will actually read the card and show you a little digital display up here on what's on there. And we took a picture of Mike and we did some fun things with him.
We did do some fun things with this camera. Actually has the ability to slim people on there. So we brought up Mike on here, and we basically went in and we pressed a couple buttons here and just basically shrunk his head down a little bit. And I thought right off the bat that was going to look a little bit funny, but it actually was very complimentary. Mike looked pretty good.
He looked pretty good.
He did look good.
So we got him up on the screen here, and simply what you do is you navigate through the photos. It's read what's on the card, and now what it does is it allows us to select it and print it, and it gives us a couple options there. We can actually print in either 8.5 by 11, which is standard in most photos, but we can also print in 4 by 6 and 5 by 7, and we've got a couple of photos here. Actually, we printed that one out of Mike beforehand, and as you can see, he's a dapper looking fellow there. Just to take a look here at the trays, it's got its own tray for 5 by 7 and 4 by 6 photos. So you put that in there, you put your photo paper in on top of this, and you actually put regular paper down below, and that's for printing things like business presentations and stuff that don't require the exact photo printing capabilities.
One thing to be aware of, though, is when we did print out the presentation with text, it was a little bit slow and it wasn't quite as crisp as the actual photos. But on the other side of it, the photos are absolutely amazing. They're gorgeous.
And that's one thing I would warn against most photo printers, is that they're not really made for printing like large amounts of business presentations, especially a lot of text. So what you're going to find is the cost per print is probably a bit higher than using something like a laser. And as you said, it takes a lot of time. Another thing to note, it does have the scanner built into it as well. And what I did here, and this is quite interesting, is I took this photo. We actually took the photo with the camera and printed it on this piece of paper here, 8.5 by 11. As you can see, it's a beautiful photo. But what I wanted to show was that you can actually take a photo, whether it's a magazine or a picture that you have perhaps in a different way that you've developed differently. You can scan it, and you can actually go into the menu here and check whether you want to scan it and print it straight out again. Again, not involving a computer whatsoever. I can scan it, and I can actually choose my photo size as well. And to show you that example, we printed that 8.5 by 11 back out as a 4 by 6, and again, the quality was amazing.
And it really simplifies the process, because when you're going into a computer, having to open up a photo editing program and edit it and work with that software, this is going to be a quick way to skip those steps.
Absolutely. Why don't you take a picture of me and we'll see if we can slim you down.
Oh, there we go.